extreme raccoon trapping, hay mounds and lofts. Well, at another location, cold weather. The big boar raccoons should have been running good. These old barns and locations are really good. Raccoons will come in this open farm country looking for the sows. It's like the deer rut. And having these set up are just good locations. As the weather gets cold, they look for shelter. The boys look for the girls. So let's go see what we have. Well, like I said, the big boars are starting to move with the rut activity. These dog proofs, DPs, whatever you want to call them, are starting to produce. They're great. They've changed my coon trapping world. As far as bedding the trap, cold weather operation, they make life so easy. Come look at this raccoon. It's a northern, prime, rich, this is probably a 15 to 20 pound boar raccoon. You don't get better than this going to Canada. It's in the teens, and here's another raccoon on a trail. Earlier in season, I trapped this row along the crop fields and some barns behind me. And right there's the white Z trap. I really like the white Z trap. It stands out. That powder coating is just a wonderful asset of it. It's really great in these conditions.
Here at this location, we're anticipating it being 50-60 degrees in the next few days. So we're going to lose this ice. The camera guy's actually on a beaver dam, and you can see coon tracks from rutting on the ice. Well, as soon as this ice is gone, they're going to have to find a way to get back and forth across the swamp. Well, this beaver dam here makes a perfect point for them to get across. So I'm going to set the trap. And now that this coon rut's on, you want to look for big block to big block. Well, a lot of times I have a farm lane right here. So we got a huge big block of woods behind us here, and then another huge big block behind the camera guy. Well, they're not connected, but a lot of times these farm lanes are great ways for them to get from woods to woods. So I just go off the sides of each of them and set a little bit. Right here we got a nice big boar coon.
Well, I get this other cable to double my extension. Let's go see what the other guys are doing.
You're known for a few things. One of them is, this is Randy Smith, by the way, if you don't know who he is. He's the high and mighty Randy Smith out of Ohio that kills everything.
Pennsylvania.
Are you out of Pennsylvania? That's right, you're out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you've been there.
Several times.
Go ahead.
Okay, Pennsylvania. But you're kind of known for coyotes, but that's not what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
We're doing one of our trapping TV shows where we're just doing dog proofs in all different ways, and you're kind of known for doing it in the cold, like on your Boars Gone Wild video. So how do you get coons to work traps when it's cold? Everybody else says they go sleeping.
Well, just on the way down here right now, we was looking and seeing trails beat into the snow, or into the mud through the snow coming down through here through southern Ohio and I guess northern Kentucky, and that they're moving now. Rut season starts. They'll start sniffing around about the middle of January, but as soon as you get a nice thaw like we've got this weekend coming here, it's going to be about 40 degrees. They're going to be out now until April breeding, depending on area and depth of snow and all that. Deep snow will hold them back a little, but they're out and about now.
Now, your locations are different though than you would most.
You want to intercept one denning area to another through them going through the road, pretty much. Crossing the road under or over or something, road trapping.
And you're using dog proofs.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of your methods you're using up there. Now, for someone that says you can't, since I get your state right this way, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone says that you can't really catch a lot of them that way, what's the best day you've ever had doing that in the snow and ice in Pennsylvania?
73 or something like that bugger, right? Yeah, about 70, 73, I think.
That's like Iowa numbers.
Yeah,
in Pennsylvania.
And really, in my opinion, they're not. There's not a time of the year when they're not easier to catch. They're vulnerable. They've been laid up. They're hungry, and they're breeding and putting the miles on. So if you get in front of good dispersal locations, you can just keep taking adult boar coon, especially if they haven't been hit hard in those locations prior to when you're set up this time of year.
So the denning areas is what you're keying on, where that's
Yeah.
crossing the road from one to the other, setting dog proofs,
Running the road.
running the road.
Yep.
And what's the most you've caught in a season once the snow hits?
I think just short of 1,300.
1,300. That's in Pennsylvania. I don't know if anybody in Pennsylvania's took 1,000 coon. Do you, Will? You, Booger? No.
We have.
Well, I mean, I know y'all have. So if someone's interested in learning how to do that, you show everything you're doing, locations and everything on your Boars Gone Wild video.
Yes. I think some things have changed since then, but nothing that's going to alter the catch really. It'll speed things up a little bit in different ways since I put the video together, but it's basically all the same thing.
You still oiling down my federales and using that?
Yeah. Yep. That's a good trailing scent. We use a lot of cooking oil that time of the year, just with federales in or shellfish oil. But yeah, the more trailing scent, getting them stopped, that's very important.
So you're stinking up the whole area.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, so if anybody out there is thinking you can't catch him when the snow flies, just think of his smiling face because he's done 1,300 in it.
We're here at Hunt Masters, getting head guide Tim Woods loading up and his son, going to show some coyote locations for some upcoming trapping we're going to do for him, try to eradicate some predators here. So we're going to go check some raccoon traps out we put last night, see what we have. Just caught a coon here, picking up traps. We're going to go to the other barn, see what we got over there. Come on, Jack, let's go see what we got there. Possible the farmer found them before we got here. Hey, we'll take them.
Nice pretty coon.
Football.
Build your muscles up, makes you tougher. Come on, get him up in there. Like that raccoon? Fast. Well, let me get this gate. We're going to go check some more. Hang on.
At this time of year, a lot of guys give up on the trap and they think the coon numbers are done. They're not going to catch any more coon. It's January the 10th right now, and we're just going out and setting a coon line. This time of year, though, we switch gears, though. Them coon are getting a rut, so you want to start looking towards like bigger woods. Them big boar coon are going to go from den tree to den tree looking for females in heat. So a location like this, we have a big den here that we set it every year, and it produces every year. And I gang set this. I'll have 6 Z-traps around this location. I mean, you could have as many as 10 to 12 to even 20 big boar coon check a big den tree at a night. So you want to gang set it. This is how you produce big numbers. Let's get at it. You can even see coon tracks in the snow here. And we got 4 inches of snow and there's coon out. So them big boars have to get out. They got to breed. They got to reproduce. We're out here on the late season coon line, and one of the most difficult things about late season coon trapping, trying to catch these big boars in rut, is the ground. I mean, here in Ohio we have freezing and thawing grounds, so it's hard just to stab a trap in the ground. It might be soft, but then it freezes up, catch a coon, and the coon can't pull it and it rings off. So the way that I combat that is I carry a drill with me and ain't that much extra to throw it in my trap basket. And I'll find deadfall. I don't want to drill into live trees, but here's a piece of deadfall. And this location here, we're at a big den tree. The boars are just going to keep checking. I mean, you'll have as many as 8, 10, 12 big boar coon check a tree like this in a good night. So I want to have a lot of traps around it. But I got a tree to wire off to. I have a dead stick here. I can stake the trap into it. I'm just going to drill a hole. And there I got a 3/8 inch hole. Now all I gotta do is set the trap and bait it, but just for demonstration, there it is. That trap will never freeze right there. I mean, it'll come out real easy. The 3/8 inch bit is a little bit loose, so you don't have to worry about it icing in. So it comes right out, and I mean, your traps will always be working. And another nice thing about having them on deadfall is they stick out. Sometimes if you get them in the ground, like this, you get 2-3 inches of snow, that trap's covered. I put it up here, even sometimes I'll put it up here even with it. Just anywhere it sticks out more this way. It takes a lot of snow to cover that trap in where it's a little less noticeable to coon. So we're going to set the rest of these traps and move on down the line, try to get our late season coon line out. Well, we're definitely on location here. This is an old bridge abutment, and if you look down here, we got 2 sets of coon traps coming down. The nice thing about this ice this time of the year, every critter in the world likes to be on top of this ice, easy to run off of, and it's easier to get 28 or 20 feet. Behind me, these coon tracks hug that bridge wall right there. So I'm going to set a coon track here with the trailing scent, and I'm going to go to the other side of the button and set the trailing scent. So it should be a high producing location. Right in the head.
That's what I was hoping for.
You walked up farther too. It's rough going in this cold. Boy, that raccoon gland and urine did super on this little kit. That one might not be the biggest of the day. Beaver tunes over on that stump. Oh yeah. What's that? That's the only. You know what? You went up farther because that's where that snare's tangled. I see the cable around the tree. Next, yeah, right there to your right.
Down over.
Got another double. Cool. It's always fun when you don't see one and you gotta find it. It's down below here under the bank. Another good double on coon. All this is the high bank trail. There's dent trees all along this river here. It's producing. We got a double right behind us. We picked up a double here. 4 coon in the last 100 yards. One possum.
Yeah, I got a possum there too.
Really?
Double on possums.
Double on possum.
Wow.
Well, over here, they still might have
Get the bait.
we got a triple.
Well, got a good double on coon. We're gonna take these over to the buggy and we're gonna take you somewhere warmer.
Well, since this week we're focusing on late season trapping, I want you to keep in mind, no matter where you're at in the country, this rut's on. I mean, it's beginning of February. Ohio season just went out for us. Scott and I and the camera guy headed down to Alabama so we can keep our late season coon line on. We got in last night. We set 2 traps. All we're doing here, it's a beaver dam, and there's a big woods on that side and a big woods on this side. It's the same deal. They're going from denning to denning. Well, this gives them the perfect travel corridor. Put a trap on this edge of the dam, and on the other edge of the dam we got a double here. These nice southern coon are a little short-haired, but they're beautiful. But just keep in mind, wherever you're at, there's going to be a rut, and you want to maximize on that. Everybody thinks it's snow and nasty weather, but in the south it's the same way.
The new Kimball cap's gone. He ate it.
When I'm trapping around these feeders, I want to put something in this trap that's going to draw them away from that because they have a food source already there, so I need something strong so they come to my traps and not the feeder. So let's see what we got in our handy bucket. So I always put a big meaty base of some sort, whatever you may use. Coon crush, anything you may use. Then, let's see here. This coon cracks real good. It's a good call lure. I just pour a little bit of that around the rim. It's not really a meaty base. You want to just set, you want as much scent around that as you can. And then we have the Get a Hold dog proof enhancer. I just pour it right into the stickiness so it just sticks to everything. This stuff smells great. But by that, my white trap, all that scent there, it's really going to be an attractive, it's going to be an attractant over that. This is steak, that's hamburger. What would you eat? We got another coon here. This is a big wet area at the end of the pond. They'll hunt in this wet, shallow stuff, but they like to get up on top of these and walk across them. We got 2 coming together right here, so we put a dog proof there, and obviously caught the first night.